Hi there, and welcome to this 154th live tech Q&A session powered by Lenovo ZUK. And here you can post your tech-related questions, and if you have to post them via Twitter using the hashtag that is known as askgeekyranjit, and I'll be answering them. So I can already see quite a few of the questions. So let's start taking them up, and let's check the questions now, guys. And let me do one thing. Let me also, so let's start this session now. Let me check the audio levels, guys. Make sure everything is working. Okay, the first question, interestingly, is a Xbox related question. So let's take this. This says, when Xbox, can I use the pen drive for expansion of storage in my Xbox 360? Yeah, audio is working. Yes, you can actually do that. I did use that when I had the Xbox 360. You have to just format it and you can use it for the storage. But let's move to the next question. This is by Akash. He's asking Moto G4 Plus versus the Moto Z Play. Okay, which one has the best camera? I would strangely give it to the Moto G4 Plus, though the sensor and stuff is the same on the Moto Z Play. But the Moto G4 Plus, specifically the rear facing camera, I felt was a little bit better, because for some strange reason the focusing was a lot better with the Moto G4 Plus. But when we talk about the front facing camera and video recording, there the Moto Z Play did better. Another issue with the Moto G4 Plus is that in respect of camera, though the camera is really good, but if you continuously use the camera app for about 5 odd minutes, then it tends to heat up. That's the main problem with the Moto G4 Plus. But if just the quality, I would give the vote to the Moto G4 Plus for the rear facing camera. Let me check the audio again, guys. That's cool, it's working. Again, I'm getting a lot of questions regarding OnePlus 3T. I don't want to speculate unless I see the device and official statement. So I won't be taking questions on OnePlus 3T, whatever. Okay, this is by Sainath. He's asking, according to you, which device, any price, has the best fingerprint scanner? Sainath, to be frank, these days, most of the new smartphones have very good fingerprint scanner, apart from Samsung flagships. I don't know why the Samsung flagships have a terrible fingerprint scanner, but even budget-oriented devices from Lico, Redmi 3S, and obviously the iPhone, etc., all have very good fingerprint scanner. Even the OnePlus 3 had a brilliant fingerprint scanner. So it's just, I feel it's the Samsung devices, especially in their flagships, have a bad fingerprint scanner. I don't know what is Samsung doing. Even the Note 7, I tested it, that the product is no longer there, but that one also, the fingerprint scanner was not that great. Okay, let's quickly just move. Let's just okay, one second, guys. Okay, let's take this question. This is from Manas. He's asking, when will your new office be completed and will you do a tour video for us? Manas, yeah, I'm actually building up a new office with studio and stuff. Always wanted to do it from past 3 years, but finally taking the plunge. It's going to take some time. Still in India, I thought it would be ready by mid-November, but the way things are right now, I don't think so. Probably maybe a month I'm looking at. Hopefully if I can start it by December 15, let's see. But yeah, so I will be using the new office. You will be seeing the new stuff and whatever, keeping the fingers crossed. Let's see. This is by Shankar. He's asking, I bought the Xiaomi Mi 5. I was previously using the Moto G. I feel that it's heating up more compared to the Moto G. Is it normal? Shankar, the thing with the Xiaomi Mi 5 is that if you notice, the back is actually glass. And the problem with the phones that have a glass back is that when you touch them, it feels a lot more hot compared to phones that have a plastic back. So don't be worried about it. It's just normal. And yes, if you charge the Mi 5 with the supplied charger, it's a fast charger. It gets really, really hot. So it's sort of normal, I would say. Let's take this. This is by Avinand Cool. He's asking, brands like Xiaomi, Lico, Gioni, etc. will they stick to Indian market or not in the future, as Chinese products are boycotted from India? The thing is that, guys, you have to realize for smartphones and any electronic stuff, even this made in India stuff, what they are talking, Indian brands like Intex, Micromax, etc., the main motherboard and the chips, etc., they are simply not made in India. They have to be imported from China because India does not have fabs. And building a fab is billions and billions of dollars. So we don't have the main critical brain and components that we need, the chipset, etc., all have to be imported from China. So what you see right now made in India also is nothing but we are getting all those parts from China, the main core parts, and just assembling the stuff. Yeah, the outer shell, etc., are being made in India, and some minor parts are being made in India. But the main thing, the SoC and the actual chips, etc., are not simply not made in India. We don't have fabs. So calling also Indian brand Indian is technically not true. They are just getting assembled in India. And again, you should watch the video that I made today regarding this end of era about budget smartphones in India. Just today I posted a video, and it's mainly about the Chinese brand, how aggressive they were this last year. But now many of the brands are finding it difficult to price their product competitively. So the thing is that we are going to see a consolidation. You should watch that video that I made just today. Answers a lot of questions why the premium brands are way more expensive compared to these Chinese brands and stuff, and what all goes behind the pricing. Okay, let's quickly move. Okay, this is by Yash. He's asking, I have seen many unboxing videos of OnePlus 3. Didn't see any earphones bundled in the box. Is it true? Actually, we don't get any earphones bundled in with the OnePlus 3, so you don't get them in the box. And that's the case actually with many of the Chinese phones. If I recall, the Xiaomi Mi 5 also didn't have any earphones in the box. So we generally are not getting earphones these days with many of the Chinese vendors. So nothing to be worried about. It's normal, I would say. Okay. This is by Taru. And again, guys, thank you. Just notice that we have crossed 1,100 live users. Thanks for that. And again, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button and follow me also on Twitter. Okay, this is by Taru. He's asking, is it a good upgrade from the iPhone 5S to iPhone 7 Plus or Google Pixel? Which is better? Taru, again, answer this question. Do you want to move from iOS to Android? If that is the case, then go with the Google Pixel. I love the Google Pixel. But again, if you still like iOS, then the iPhone 7 Plus would be a great option. But again, remember, you are using the iPhone 5S, which is a pretty tiny phone, and the iPhone 7 Plus is huge. So it will be a shocker. So I would suggest go to a shop. These days, both the phones, for example, the iPhone 7 Plus and the Google Pixel, are available in local stores. So hold them and see if you like that really big size. Otherwise, as you are comfortable with the iPhone 5S, maybe the regular iPhone 7 and the regular Pixel might be a better fit, because some people find, personally I also find the iPhone 7 Plus and even the Google Pixel XL, this is the Google Pixel, I love it. I feel it's really big device. I hope that helps. Let's move. Okay, this is a processor related question for smartphones. This is by Jatin. He's asking, which processor is better, Snapdragon 650 or 652 or Snapdragon 625? The thing is that all three of these SoCs are very good, but again, they excel in, I would say, the Snapdragon 650 and the 652 are very close to each other. Technically speaking, the 652 is the more powerful variant, but even the Snapdragon 650 is very powerful. The Snapdragon 625 is not as powerful as the 650 or the 652 on paper, but in day-to-day performance, I've used the Moto Z Play. The performance was very good. One place where the Snapdragon 625 goes way ahead compared to the Snapdragon 650 SoC is in terms of battery life. I have to say the Snapdragon 625 is one of the most power efficient processor. That is the simple reason that the Moto Z Play, when I reviewed it, the battery life was sort of insane, and that's also the case with the Zenfone 3 that also has the Snapdragon 625. So if battery life is your highest criteria, then the Snapdragon 625 chipset would get the most mileage, I would say. But even the Snapdragon 650 performance was very good, and even the Snapdragon 650 that the Xiaomi Redmi 3 has, its battery was also very good. But 625 battery optimization, Qualcomm has just nailed it, I would say. Let's move. Somebody is asking me, will I start a gaming channel? No, I suck at gaming. I don't think so. I'll do that. Okay, let's just refresh the question, guys. Give me a second. Okay, let's. This is by Mr. Kayam. He's asking, hey, I want to know any update on the ARA devices. Google has actually shut down the project ARA, which is the modular phone stuff that you're talking about. So Google has said that they have scrapped the project as of now. So I don't see any ARA projects coming out as of now. They said Google invested millions and millions of dollars on that, but they say as of now it's not feasible. So yeah, not going to see it. Okay, this is by Puneet. He's asking, which phone is better, iPhone 7 Plus or the Samsung S7 Edge in terms of price and camera? Obviously, Puneet, the S7 Edge is priced a lot lower compared to the iPhone 7 Plus. The iPhone 7 Plus base model that comes with 32 gigabytes of storage is what, for 72,000. So you might be able to get it for 70,000, but the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge is selling for about 50,000. So there you go. And camera, I would say both of them are very good, but in low lighting still the Samsung S7 Edge slightly goes ahead. It's not like in every scenario the S7 Edge camera does better, but in most of the scenarios, if I take the S7 camera, might be still a better choice. Okay, let's quickly just move to the questions. Let me just refresh, guys, the questions. Yeah, now I'm getting, finally Twitter has caught up. Okay, let's take this question. Okay, that I still get getting questions on the iPhone 5s. I don't know why. This is by Bodhan. He's asking, will Moto G Turbo get Android and update? I'm not very sure. Check with Motorola. The Moto G3 is getting it, so the Moto G Turbo should technically get it. So, but not very sure about it. Okay, Raghav is asking, is the iPhone 5s worth 18,000 rupees? Raghav, I would say don't go with the iPhone 5s as of now. It is sort of outdated. So as of now, I would simply not recommend the iPhone 5s. It was a great phone earlier, but as of now, I simply cannot recommend it. But if you want to stick with it, yeah, you can. It will work, but you will notice some stutteriness here and there with heavy usage and stuff. Let's move. Okay, this is by Akshit. He's asking, will the Lenovo Z2 Plus get the Android update, and are there some bugs regarding? Yes, the Lenovo Z2 Plus is supposed to get Android an update, but it will be early 2017 and not now. Yeah, so that's what the Zook team told me when I asked them. It is going to get the Android an update, but yeah, it will take some time. Nathan is asking about laptops. Sorry, I don't actually test Windows based laptops, so simply cannot recommend. Okay, getting a mic question, I've already answered this, but let's answer this. This is by Ashutosh. He's asking, which mic are you using right now? This is the Blue Spark XLR microphone that I'm using. Again, made a video about it. You can check out my channel. So let's move. This is by Amit. He's asking, what should I go for? The Mi Max Prime, Snapdragon 652, 4GB, 128, or the OnePlus 3 or the Moto Z Play? I didn't review the Mi Max Prime, but I had reviewed the regular, Xiaomi Mi Max, which is a big phone. It was good in performance. So the Mi Max is slightly faster than that, and it comes with 4 gigabytes of RAM. So if you really want a phablet size phone, really big phone, then you can go with the Mi Max. I frankly feel that is a mini tablet. That's how I use it. I use the Mi Max, but I use it like a mini tablet. So if you're okay with the size, you can go. It's a nice phone, but practically speaking, the OnePlus 3 or the Moto Z Play might be better choice. Battery life is highest criteria, then go with the Moto Z Play. But if you're sort of a heavy user and can top up your battery, let's say in afternoon for 20 minutes, you can plug in, then go with the OnePlus 3. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, this is an interesting question. Let's take this. This is Aryan. He's asking, if not Samsung, then which Android phone do you think can break the barrier set by Apple? The Google Pixel lineup of phone. Guys, this is the first Pixel phone, and already I can say this is one of the best Android phones that I have used. So I'm really looking forward to the Pixel 2. And the thing is that with the Pixel, the underground story was that Google simply did not get that much time. They had to rush out this product within 9 months. Actually, a typical life cycle of development of a phone is about 12 to 15 months. So I'm having a really high expectations now with the Pixel 2, and let's see what they do. And Apple is also going to do a lot with the iPhone, next generation of iPhone, that is the iPhone 8 or whatever they call it, because that will be the 10th anniversary. So it'll be a good challenge for the Google team to outdo Apple. I'm sure Samsung also, with the problems with the Note 7, the rumors are that the Galaxy S8 will be a monster sort of a phone. So a lot of competition that Apple should be getting. And people are also having a very high hopes with the next generation of iPhone, because right now the iPhone 7, yeah, it works, but the design is very similar to the last two generations. So yeah, it has a better camera, better speakers, but in hand feel, I've given it to a few of my friends. They say it looks like the older, feels like the older iPhone. Let's see. Okay, let's take this question. This is by Yash. Is Apple wireless earphone compatible with the Moto Z Play? I'm not very sure. If Apple is using the standard Bluetooth protocol, it should work. I've tested the Moto Z Play with a ton of other Bluetooth headphones. For example, even my Bose QC35 and what are these Soundpeats QY7 that I really like, that work fine. But Apple, I don't know if it's open. I haven't used Apple wireless earbuds. Raghav is asking, what is more future-proof, iPhone's flagships, Galaxy or the Pixel? Here I would say iPhone has an edge, guys. The thing is that Apple tends to support their phones for a longer time compared to Android manufacturers. That's the sad fact with Android phone providers. Even Google Pixel, Google said that they are guaranteeing updates for just 2 years. After that, yes, this might get updates or not, we are not very sure. Technically, it should get, because it's a powerful phone. But again, with iPhone, at least 3 generations old iPhones also generally get the latest iOS update, and they work pretty well. So in that case, I would give the edge to Apple over Android. And guys, before we move ahead, here is a poll that Lenovo had. So you guys can participate in that. And they are asking, what do you use your phone for the most? Difficult picking one, but try. First option is I binge watch movies most of the time. Second is calling and WhatsApp mostly. Third is social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And fourth is mostly for work, document related, email, and whatnot. So I've just made this poll live. You can and use the hashtag that is known as hashtag, what was that? Tell Lenovo. So that hopefully they will look at the feedback and make changes in their future upcoming products. Let me just quickly refresh the questions now. Somebody's asking me about US elections. No idea, man. I'm out of politics. Even Indian politics I don't follow, let alone US politics. What the hell? Where are the questions? Like, let me refresh. Let me Okay, well, this is by Vignesh. He's asking a smart watch related question. Yeah, I've used a lot of smart watches. Yeah. Vignesh is asking, are smartwatches really worth the prices, considering phones these days have always on or ambient display? Vignesh, the thing is that a smartphone is sort of a necessity, but these smartwatches are sort of a niche, expensive accessory. So it's not important. For example, if you miss your smartphone, you will go back to your house probably if you just recall after 5 minutes and get back your smartphone. But that's not the case with smartwatches. So smartwatches are sort of just an accessory, niche accessory. Yes, they help you. Sometimes people get used to it. You don't have to pick up your phone all the time. If it's in pocket, you don't have to, get to know the notifications. But it's specifically a very niche accessory, and I don't think so the smart watches will become as popular as smartphones. I've used a ton of smart watches, and again, if half the time I forget charging them, and half of the time they just lie on my desk. Let's move. Okay, let's take this is a health related Mi Band question by Mr. Bahadur. He's asking Xiaomi Mi Band 2 or the Mi Band 1. HR sensor is not that important. Is the Mi Band 1 as waterproof as the Mi Band 2? Both the Mi Bands are water resistant, so you don't have to worry about that. Anyways, the heart rate sensor is not that accurate. If I were you, I would go with the Mi Band 2 for the simple reason that it has that display, and it really helps in the middle of the day. You can just tap and know how many steps you have walked. That really helps. With the Mi Band 1, you have to actually log into the app to see anything. And again, the Mi Band 2, because it has that display, you can also tap it and it shows you the time, so you can use it as a watch. So my pick would be the Mi Band 2. The Mi Band 2 battery life is sort of half compared to the Mi Band 1, but again, it lasts easily for about 16 to 20 days based on your usage. Okay, this is by Shivraj. He's asking, Asus is going to launch the Zenfone 3 Max tomorrow with Snapdragon 430. Which is best overall? Snapdragon 430 versus the 650. Obviously, the Snapdragon 650 is way more powerful. So actually, I have the Asus Zenfone 3 Max. I just got the review in it today. Got it late, so tomorrow hopefully I'll try to do a unboxing and kind of overview video. You didn't even get the time to open it. But obviously the Snapdragon 650 SoC is way more powerful than 430. But again, the 430, I don't even recall the specs of the Zenfone 3 Max. If it's a 720p display, the Snapdragon 430 will easily handle it. But if it's a 1080p Snapdragon 430, you're really pushing it. So my pick would be the Snapdragon 650. For example, the Redmi Note 3 has Snapdragon 650, and their cheaper variant, what was that, Redmi 3S, is using the Snapdragon 430. This is by Tushar. Okay, he's asking, what do you think, which one is better, the Nexus 5X or the Moto G4 Plus? I like the Nexus 5X for what it is, but some of the things that I really hated on the Nexus 5X was the display quality was not good. In that respect, the Moto G4 Plus has a better display quality. But in camera, the Moto G4 Plus also has a very good camera. But if it's just the camera, the Nexus 5X has a better camera than the Moto G4 Plus, period. End of the story. Even the front-facing camera would be better on the Nexus 5X. But in the looks department and whatnot, the Nexus 5X was not that great. But weighing down the pros and cons, if you're okay with that display and the very plasticky build quality, then the Nexus 5X might be better. Camera, again, Nexus 5X will be better than the Moto G4 Plus. G4 Plus. I'm going to get hate regarding this. This is a laptop related question. This is by Pratish. He's asking, does the 2016 Windows laptop can be considered reliable as the MacBook? Which MacBook alternatives do you recommend? I am personally going to stick with the MacBooks. For example, guys, if you know, it's not like I don't use Windows based laptops and tablets. This is the Microsoft Surface Pro. As you can see, I use this as testing. It's being broadcasting live, so it's not like I don't use. This is the Surface Pro 4 that I purchased, and this is supposed to be good. This is made by Microsoft and stuff, but still, in terms of reliability, my MacBook is more reliable compared to the Surface Pro 4. It's not like that's really buggy now. Earlier when I got it, it was really buggy. Used to crash every second day. But still, every 10 days, I have to reboot it or things get wonky on the Surface Pro 4. and I don't even recall when I actually restarted my MacBook. I just use I don't even shut it off. I just put the lid down, open it, and it works like that. So in terms of reliability, still it's the MacBook. I've heard that the Dell XPS lineup is good. I haven't personally tested it, but again, those are also pricey. I think so. It costs 1,25,000 or something like that. But that's the main reason I stick with Mac. It's one is reliability, and second is Final Cut Pro. That's what I use for editing. That runs on Mac. Okay. Some of you are asking me about ZT Z Max. No idea when it's going to launch. Some of you are asking about the Mi laptop. Will it be launching in India? The vague answer that we got from Xiaomi is that this generation, the current generation, might not be launching, but maybe they are looking at the next generation. When they launch, they might try to bring that to India. Okay, let's move. This is by Amit Rai. He's asking, what is Google Tango project exactly? Is it a software feature that can be enabled on any phone? No. Google Tango is a combination of software and hardware. For example, the Lenovo Fab Pro, not the Fab 2 that was launched today. The Fab Pro has a Tango project. So it has dedicated cameras for depth sensing, and for that, and it works with the Google Tango software. So it's a combination of hardware and software. So you just can't enable it with software. In fact, you should check out the video that I posted on Google when I was in San Francisco. The Lenovo Fab Pro was launched. That was the first Tango phone in the world, and I covered that. That gives you an example. Okay, this is an interesting question. This is by Aryan. He's asking, what are your views on LG? Do you think it's underrated? The problem with LG, I don't know, for some reason in India, I don't know why LG products, specifically in smartphones, don't do good, and they don't sell that well. Even the service center is good, because LG G3, which I purchased, had some problem, and had to replace the motherboard, and it got replaced within 3 days. So service is fine, but LG phones have no resale value in India, and they do pretty bad. The LG, the LG G5 is an exception. Great phone, but ugly design. But in general, LG phones don't do good in India. Okay, this is by Puneet. He's asking, which one is the best? Redmi Note 3, Redmi 3S, LE2, or Vibe K5 Note? If camera is your highest priority, the Redmi Note 3 does not have a very good camera. Strangely, the Redmi 3 has slightly better camera compared to the Redmi Note 3, but Redmi 3S is not a very powerful phone. So if you want a compact size phone, you can go with the Redmi 3S. The LE2 actually has the best camera among these, but the problem with the LE2 is that some of the units have that screen flexing issue, and Lico calls it a feature. That is bullshit. Okay, so that's the reason I don't recommend LE2. It's a mix. Not every unit is having that screen flexing issues, but if you have that screen flexing issues, I don't think so that you'll get a warranty, and you can say that it's a defect, because they call it a feature. Vibe K5 Note is sort of mixed. The camera is better than the Redmi Note 3, but performance wise, the Redmi Note 3 will go ahead. So there you go. The problem is this, guys, in this price band, you have to be selective of what you want. You don't get everything with one device. Okay, let's move. It's just repeating questions. Let me refresh. Some of you are asking, did I get the no-good update on the Moto G4 Plus? No, I didn't get it yet. So let's see when I get it. Some of you are asking me about AdSense related stuff. This is by Techno Sumit. What should we do after 30 days of suspension of AdSense? It's safe to continue. I don't know. First question, why did your account get suspended? Did you do anything malicious? Because Google does not suspend accounts just like that. So check with AdSense forums. You should get that answer. This is by Damien. He's asking, what is unique in Android Nougat? Will there be a possibility of getting Google Voice Assistant as in Pixel. No, if you just get Google Nougat update, you won't be getting the Google Voice Assistant as of now. They're keeping it exclusive to the Pixel for now. You can check out the video that I posted about the Android Nougat update a couple of months ago. It has native split screen multitasking, and they have improved a lot of things. So that's what you get. Again, let me quickly now refresh the questions. Let me just refresh. Let me try some questions. Just such scrolling, like so many questions. Oh my god. Some of you are asking me about the LG V20. It was supposed to launch, but official statement, I didn't get anything yet from LG India. Let's see. I'll try to contact one of the contacts that I had in the LG India team left. So I'm also clueless. I'll email and let's see if they reply me. Then I'll be in a better position to give you answer. Yash is asking me. Okay, let's take this Apple related somebody question. Raghav asked, Apple has disappointed with the new Mac lineup. If they do release a new Mac Pro, would you be interested? Yes, I'm actually waiting and I'm hoping magically they will update the new Mac Pro, because I'm not interested to in moving my main setup to Windows. I'm so used to the Mac and I'm used to Final Cut. So yeah, let's see what happens. And this is by Yash. He's asking, are you using the Fossil Q Marshall at present? Yeah, the Fossil Q Marshall, I was using the smartwatch. I'm actually currently testing this Hug smartwatch, but yeah, this might when I finish my testing, this Q Marshall would be my primary smartwatch. I'm testing this Hug smartwatch as of now. So guys, it's been over 30 minutes now, so I will be ending this live Q&A session. And do remember that we do this live Q&A session every Tuesdays at 7 p.m. India time. So again, stay tuned for the next session. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.